Aye. Welcome back to the Uintah Basement. I'm your host, the Mighty Quinn, coming from the armpit of Utah. Uintah Basin, out here in nowhere land. How's that? I bring to you the lovely Tracy Carter.
Hi.
And third on the mic and back for his second go-around, Cesar Rodriguez.
Hello.
Yay.
There we go. Maybe the smart guy would probably label those sons of bitches so that we know what I'm pushing.
I was really hoping it was going to be La Cucaracha. But
La Cucaracha? Well, we do have copyright. We're on YouTube now these days.
Oh.
Yeah, they nail you. That little jackass clip, just barely when I pushed the button that played on yours, I had to cut it on YouTube, but I could play it on the regular recording. So.
Wow.
Yeah, so you got to be careful with other people's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're famous for a reason. They want paid. I get it.
Yeah, I shared my daughter's dance. I didn't know, like on Instagram. It was there for like 2 minutes and they took it down.
Oh, I could teach you secrets about that stuff.
I'm like,
It's my kid.
it's my daughter, but apparently she was dancing to some other person's
Somebody else's music.
Yeah.
You don't have the copyright to it.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's getting vicious, right?
Yeah.
You can't
Oh, yeah.
enjoy
Yeah,
your
can't do
daughter's
anything.
recital, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
Dang.
wants their money.
Calm down. They're little kids.
Hell yeah. So, how's the heat treating you guys? You loving it?
I don't know. I'm loving you for getting air conditioning.
Yay. Yeah.
That's why I waited till this week to come on.
Last week was a soaker.
I almost died. I'm going to say it. I almost died. And this week, I didn't even put makeup on to do my hair because I got here. I was like, why? I'm just going to melt when I get there. So what's the point, Quinn? Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. I like it. It's nice and cool.
Yeah.
And you guys can't see it on film, but I
It's
installed
stunning.
a nice air conditioner in here.
Yeah, it's
And
stunning.
it feels good. That's the best part.
Yeah. And the nice thing is we're recording and we really can't hear it. So
You're right.
I'm all right with that. Maybe we'll get a few ceiling fans.
The cricket's louder than that, so we're good.
I haven't heard him for a day or two. I've been out here, but of course I turn the music up and work and sweat. And do what we do at work, huh?
Yeah.
He says.
He's just in here drinking beer.
He shooed the installers out before we got here.
That's what I call is the studio. It's actually a man cave, right?
Yeah.
He's like, if she's driving in her car, don't make eye contact. Pretend like you didn't come from my house.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's who was in the bushes out there.
Oh, so Cesar, how you been? You're back. You want to come and express yourself on the mic and
Oh, yeah.
tell us all about yourself?
No, it's just been hot.
Hot.
Real hot.
Did you get your old wife beater out today and wear it?
I wish.
We're
I wish
stuck
I
with
could wear
these
it.
long sleeve
Yeah.
FRs at work.
Awful.
Cotton shirts, and yeah, it's nice.
When we first started wearing them, they're dark blue, and you get in the middle of July. We have those Raytech guns to check for temperatures. You're looking at it, and you're like, 178 degrees?
I'm too precious. Can't do it. I can't. I get mean when it's hot.
Yeah.
I mean, meaner than I already am. And let's face it, I'm pretty mean.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't pick a fight with you.
I wouldn't either.
I know who's going to win. Even if you were wrong, Tracy's going to win.
What are you
I won't
saying?
pick a fight then either.
I fight dirty? You do? You think I will? Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I'll fight
she'll
to
get
win.
the last. She'll get the last comment and like, fuck you. No, fuck you.
I've calmed down a lot, Quinn.
She'll
Yeah,
break out that
that's
baseball
good.
bat and hit you in the head.
I'm a lot nicer than I ever used to be. I mean, I don't even really cuss people out in traffic anymore, and that's a big deal because, you know, I'm a city girl, we all know it, and so coming home, I'm just like, you people last
These
5
guys
minutes.
suck out
I'm
here.
going to cut you, you know? You just get...
Drive up the Mighty bench in the left lane all the way there at 55. There's
will.
a semi in the other lane, and you're going, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Come on, get over, guy.
Yeah.
Nope.
Let me by.
55. I can go whatever speed I want.
You know, he's on TikTok making some stupid ass video. He's like, watch this idiot. He shows him in the mirror.
Fuck you!
Quinn's back there acting the side. He's like, you son of a mother trucker.
I'm weaving in and out of traffic. Our GPS are going, cornering.
My favorite slide right. When GPS was like, slide right, I'm like, yes. I
Oh, man.
love a good slide right. It's my favorite.
We've got cornering, acceleration,
Speeding.
yeah, speeding.
And
when you get speeding,
braking.
yeah.
There's not a road rage.
We haven't got that far yet. Hopefully we don't have something like that.
No, I got 2 speeding. Because usually when you're coming up the hill from Roosevelt and Mighton,
Right.
it goes 55 to 65.
Right.
And if you start accelerating too soon,
Oh, it nails you.
It'll
right at the
say-
sign is where it gets us.
watch your speed. So that's when you start slowing down.
Yeah, you watch
What's
your
your
mouth.
speed?
But it didn't give me a watch your speed. It just
Oh,
went
yeah.
like speeding. And I'm like, I'm not even speeding.
Yeah.
And she blurts it out. She goes,
Yeah.
speeding. And
Yeah.
you're like, fuck you.
Yeah. Then I
Talk back
Then
to
I
me.
get road rage.
That's the road rage we're getting.
Yeah.
Is actually talking to the computer right now.
You guys never get away from nagging women, right?
No.
You get to work. It's just like,
I've got Alexa.
slow down.
I've got an Alexa in the house, and when she doesn't understand me, which my phrases sometimes are not understandable,
Okay. All right.
she'll say, "Well, I didn't understand the question," and I'll yell at her, and my wife will look at me and go, "Don't be mean to her." It's like it's a computer.
Yeah, I love Siri. Siri's my best friend, and I tell
Yeah?
my boss that all the time. I'm like, and he didn't
As our
understand.
phones all go off right now.
he didn't understand that you could just ask Siri anything. I'm like, Siri, call my mom. Siri, what is the temperature outside today? And she tells you, and my boss is like, what? And I was like, for real? You're not as smart as you think you are now, are you? So he's like, okay. And so then he calls me. He's in Salt Lake trying to find this nickel cave place so he can pick up these video games he bought. And he calls and he goes, what street is that on? And I'm all, Siri, 7800 South.
7800 South
He's like,
and Redwood.
He's like, ooh. And he just hangs up like he can't stand it. But I love Siri because she's great in a pinch.
Oh, yeah.
That's my bestie. I love her. But I know I would not enjoy some girl in my ear speeding now.
Well, she's kind of got a
Now you're
British
speeding.
accent.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
Approaching risk area. And you're
you're
like,
like, oh,
yeah, I can see that.
You're approaching my risk area.
So, I bought a Garmin GPS back probably 10, 15 years ago when they
I
first
remember.
came out.
I remember that. You were cool if you had a. You had,
Yeah.
Come on.
So I had it. We went to San Francisco, and I sat down with my mom and reprogrammed the voices because I couldn't tell what they were saying. So my mom's like, "Let me put my voice on it." Oh well.
Are you sure that's a decision
No,
you want to
that
make
was not
for
a good
long-term
decision.
commitment?
I got in there and she's like, "You're speeding. You're flip a bitch now."
It's time for school.
And you're like, "Oh!" I had to change it to something really mellow after that. I put my own voice on it.
Oh, I'm soothing now. Self-soothing, a little self-soothing.
Yep. It was a fun time, but now it's outdated, and I think I still own it, but I probably need to jiffy pawn it.
Yeah.
Jiffy.
Everybody's got them on their phone now.
I know. I don't really, not even when I go to Salt Lake, I'm not a big GPSer. The reason why is because I know where everything is out there.
I'm the same when I go to the city.
And even here, unless I go to one of those rural addresses. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
10,000, 1100
yeah. I'm
east,
like, where the hell?
50,000 south. You're like,
What the hell?
It's like,
How far do these street signs go?
yeah, the widest part of West Jordan out there, old Jason also lives in. It's got like a church, and they're all cul-de-sacs, little dead ends that you can turn
Right.
around, and they're not like addressed like the grid system is in Salt Lake. So you're like, fuck, I gotta use the GPS to find your house.
Right.
Where are you at?
See, Ogden's like that too. Ogden, everything's a street name.
Oh, G Street, yeah.
They don't have like the grid numbers. Ogden is our streets. So if you don't know what street you're on in Ogden, you get lost pretty quick. And there's an alley system there
Yeah.
everywhere. So Ogden's small, but it's
Yeah,
strange.
I spent a couple years in Ogden.
I love Ogden.
Yeah, we did the McCady Hospital.
Okay.
So the new one that they built, we did all the insulation, the mechanical on it. So I was up there for a little while, and then a bunch of stuff up far west. And
I did some work in Ogden too, but we're not going to talk about that.
it wasn't on the street, was it? It wasn't street work, was it?
And that's why I'm really good at the alley system there, you know?
yeah, I've only driven through Ogden. I don't think we've ever spent any time in Ogden.
There's some good restaurants there. You know, the Pelican Lake Cafe used to be there.
Really?
In Ogden, and then they moved to Pelican Lake, or what? What are you saying?
No, it was Tracy Jarman, Tracy Zufelt.
I've never ate at the Pelican Cafe.
Well, it's not here anymore.
I know, but I never ate there ever. So.
Jason also went down there a few times. That's where Pauly Shore came out.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. Should have went.
He came in, and I think it was out there in Randlett or Avalon, on the corner down there.
Yeah, I never ate there before. My mom and dad do. My mom and dad are those two cute people. They're like, let's go for a drive and go to the farthest restaurant we can find and have dinner.
Well, it started there at Pelican Lake, and then they branched out and bought the golf course.
Okay.
So they were running the clubhouse there, and then they bought the Cody's Cafe, and then they had one in Ogden after that.
Nice.
And it fell through, and none of them live here anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was good food, though. I enjoyed it. Big portions.
Anything's probably good if it's new here. I don't know. I'm so over the food here. I can't stand it anymore.
Well,
I ate they had the big, I don't know, it was like 2 pounds of meat, a pound of cheese. I don't know.
it was like the Falcon Lake burger or something.
Yeah, I ate one of those and the fries.
Did you get jalapenos on it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything on
It's
there.
the burger.
And I got a T-shirt.
Did you eat the whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's the
Challenge
burger
accepted.
that separates men from the boys, right? That's
Yeah.
like your family's like, you're not doing it. You're
The
like,
Grub
"I'm doing
Box.
it."
The Grub Box used to have the giant burger.
Yeah.
And
The
you
Grub
get
Box
it-
was good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think Chicken Time ended up being it, and then they bought all their stuff, and now it's Rocky's Place is pretty much the Grub Box.
Yeah, it is.
But they don't have all the stuff the Grub Box had.
No.
Yeah. Bummer. You missed the Grub Box there, Cesar.
I know. We ate at Rocky's place once, and it was...
Takes too long.
Well, it took too long, and the food was...
The drive-through window's fierce. Like, it takes forever. Like,
Online is the way to go with them.
there's an online for
Yeah.
Rocky's Place.
There's online for all of our places in Roosevelt now.
I'm not doing it. I feel like when you go online or you do DoorDash or whatever, it's not warm. It's not hot. I remember we had this conversation. I
Yeah.
like my fries piping hot.
Okay.
So I'll wait so I can get through, but I swear to you on everything. If you give me my fast food and you give me some cold ass fries with that hot burger, I'm turning around. And you do not want me turning around because I'm pissed at this point.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fry chomper on the way home. I have to eat a couple fries on the way home, and I'm like, yep, here it comes. Here's my burger.
Yeah, it goes pretty good. You walk right up the counter and you have an online order, and they take it from their warming lamp and they hand it to you. You're like, all right.
I'll try it. I'll see what happens.
And, Subway.
I didn't know that any of I do the Subway app. I do because
Yeah, you get what you want on it, and then you just walk in and you bypass everybody like, look at me.
I'm special.
I'm cool.
attention, the party's here.
And the thing is nobody really catches on the online order here. So
Yeah.
China Star does it too.
Yeah, I knew China started it,
Yeah.
but when I went, it was like, there's like, your food's going to be ready right now, and then I get there, and there's like 20 orders ahead of me, and I haven't seen them all. I'm just going to come back. You want to call me when my food's ready? So it didn't really work out that well, but I think they had a huge party that came in. I don't ever get mad at people for taking a long time with my food, because you don't know what's going on. I just don't like my food cold. Is my deal.
How about the tips though? Do
I'm
you
a
feel
tipper.
it? So, yeah, if a waitress waits on a table for me and preps my food and brings it out, I feel like 20% at least.
Listen, I tip the drive-thrus here. Let me tell you why. I'll give them $1, and the reason why is because they remember you. But they feed my dog nice here. Like the Indian Tribe Coffee Shop, they'll give me a half a cup of whipped cream for him, and he thinks he's a legend. I let him hold the cup, and he licks it out, and he's just like, "I love you, Mom." You know what I mean? But he knows when we're there. But so I usually tip everybody's like, "Can we give your dog a treat?" They'll get him a hamburger patty. Every place in town will get my dog.
The dogs eat better than we
So
do.
the dog would like a double quarter pounder with cheese, a large fry.
That's my next move.
Do you guys serve beer? Because the dog would like one of those too.
He's of age. I promise.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I've been. They give them a Scooby snack or something like that.
Yeah.
Some of the
well,
places.
I mean, no, my dog gets a patty, a hamburger patty, or a chicken strip or something and he knows it. He sits up there all cute on the console looking at him like, "Come on, make a move."
Nice.
And they're like, "You're cute here."
How about the Tacos Fiesta? Have you been over there?
So their little food truck was phenomenal.
Dude,
so,
the place is packed every night, but it's a new business, so
yeah,
you
but
don't know.
their food before they moved to the building, I don't see it getting any worse. And I don't. It's good food. It's really good food.
Okay.
I love it. And their customer service, the ladies that ran it when it was the little cart. Fantastic. I like those girls a lot. They're nice people.
I hear it's good. I've just never eaten there.
Is that the one that was by Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, my wife got me food from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for Roosevelt, it's good.
Gringos own it, or are they
I don't know.
Mexican?
She
No,
just
they're
got
Hispanic.
They got to be like
Latino?
tacos tasted Hispanic.
They are.
Tastes like dog.
They are.
It's perfect.
Who
Yeah.
cares? It's good. I know. I've ate some shady shit in my life. I don't even care.
I've eaten horse.
I guarantee we all have.
I've eaten horse down in Mexico. It's not too bad.
We've all eaten stuff
They're
we don't
lean.
know.
If it's cooked right,
I'll eat
can
anything.
taste good.
Yeah.
I'll eat it.
I agree. Meat's good.
I've ate 3 old day-old pizza off my dash. Savage. I don't care.
I could see some birds not tasting good. Maybe some like crows, and which they have a hunting season for.
Well, just like there's duck. There's some duck that tastes like
Yeah.
fishy and like not.
some
so
that
good.
taste like the sewer ponds out of Duchesne.
It's true. You know.
Probably smell like it tastes.
My son.
So do some boys' girlfriends, but you know, we'll just keep that under wraps.
Yeah. My son's like, "You want to go duck hunting?" No, I really don't. And he's why? It's because it tastes like shit.
Yeah, I'm not a big duck fan either. I will eat duck, but usually in a nice restaurant I'll eat duck. But it's
Yeah.
not something I want to cook at home.
On Christmas.
Yeah.
I had a
Chinese New Year.
yeah, that Peking duck.
Peking duck.
That was
Peking
pretty
duck's
good.
good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think I peaked in high school.
A duck.
Still waiting to peak.
Oh, you're thinking about getting a food truck going, huh?
Yep, my dad's in Mexico right now picking up the rest of the equipment.
Nice.
Okay.
Like a big tortilla maker and then vertical rotisserie.
Oh,
Tacos al pastor.
El pastor. I love it.
Yeah.
We'll do that and then, yeah, we just got to figure out if we want to do a trailer or a truck or what we're going to do with that. But yeah,
Nice.
we're going to do something.
Yeah.
5 guys, one that speaks partial Spanish. We decide we're going to go across the border in Nogales, but we're going to do it at 1 o'clock in the morning because there's no crowds. So we get across, no problem, through U.S. Customs.
Yeah.
We get down there to Mexico and we walk in there, and none of us know any Spanish. Mm-hmm. And the guy gives us a visa to fill out. I started filling out, and I was like, "Oh, mine's filled out," and I hand it to him. He says, "No. Where are you heading?" I says, "Mazatlan." He's like, "Yeah, when you get there, have the bank stamp. It'll cost you $25." I was like, "I ain't driving clear through the country and paying $25 down in Mazatlan. This is a joke, man." Okay, perfect. So we drive down the road, and this guy's getting a beating at the side of the road by some cops. I turned to one of the guys. I wonder what he did. He says, "Didn't pay for his visa." But right after that, 1 o'clock in the morning, we pulled up to a taco stand. It's the first real street taco I had. It was out on the street.
Yeah.
And 2 teenagers opened it up, and it was all we could drink and all we could eat tacos. And I think we paid $20. That was tipped. It was all
Nice.
said and done.
It's exactly the way you deserve to be treated.
Oh, hell yeah. And then we went to drive to buy beer, and they closed the beer store. You're like, they ruined Mexico.
What is this?
What is this place? This sucks.
Yeah, I remember last time we went, they just had like a little buffet, but it was in their house.
Uh-huh.
And she just cooked everything right there. So it was like fresh.
Yeah.
It was like buffet. It was so good. Just homemade for like $15. Oh,
That's what we pay to get McDonald's.
Yeah.
Gross. You know what I mean?
3 tacos out here, like 3 fish tacos, cost you $17, $18. And down there, the whole family eats for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's like good, homemade,
Yummy.
quality food.
Yeah.
see, down the Baja, everybody has a restaurant in their house.
Yeah.
You got a Corona sign on their house, and they have all the chairs out there. I think they sponsor those people, give them the free stuff, but you get fresh tortillas. We wandered around in Todos Santos, and my brother-in-law visited there before. He's like, "There's a pink house around the corner here. We'll knock on her door." She come out with bolillos, fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good God, we ate like kings that day.
Yeah.
Fresh, warm bolillos. Woo!
Yeah, like, hey, go knock on so-and-so's door. They have tamales, or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
go here, they have menudo, or go here, she makes barbacoa.
So the Polynesians call everybody their cousins. Is it the same down there?
Yeah, if you're in the family, you're a cousin or an uncle.
All right. I love it. We don't have culture like that.
Nothing.
Yeah, if some random stranger shows up at your house,
You feed
you
them.
get to know him, and
Yeah, you feed
he's your
'em.
uncle now. All right, Uncle
The
so-and-so.
South is like that too, though. So, like when you go down south, like to Mississippi and Alabama and stuff, we were really introduced to that because my stepdad's from the South. And when the
shit.
first time we went down there, I mean, like his family was just so welcoming and loving, and it was instantly, and they call you by your first and middle name. My grandma's like Tracy Lee,
yeah.
just cute, but like they're so much more friendly and lovey and down there, and it's like you are, and strangers, they'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
They'll say hi to anybody. They'll help anybody.
Yeah.
You come this way, and it's like, I'm sorry, you're broke down, sweating on the side of the road. Have fun
Good
with that. You got any money? They don't care. Savage up here.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Well, then you go out to the city, and it's even worse.
Yeah.
At least out here, like, I'll be driving down Highway 40, and a random person waves at me. I'm like, oh.
I know. I wave back. I'm like, hell yeah.
I wave at everybody. I wave at cows at the side of the road
Yeah.
sometimes. It's like, what am I doing?
I think it's out of habit from work. It just
You wave at everybody.
Yeah.
But we got all those new trucks out there putting that power line in. Those are no waving sons of bitches. They're from the
Yeah.
city, you could tell. Because we wave at
It's like
everybody.
They're uncomfortable doing it, huh? They're way uncomfortable doing it.
Oh, yeah.
start giving them the middle finger.
Right?
Yeah.
They're doing more construction. Just when I thought that there was no more on the way to Vernal, my boss called me this morning. He's like, well, they're closer to Gusher now. And I'm like, no, they put the street light back up, guys.
Oh, is that? Man,
Last time we drove to Vernal, and it's like the longest stretch, and they're only working here. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, and then what about when they have the street light up? To stop everybody, it's back. As soon as we got rid of it, it's back. You didn't think they took a big enough beating last time, but it's back. And I was just like, seriously? I drive over once a week, and I don't want to deal with it. I don't. There's always some idiot that goes 55. I know you're supposed to be going 55, but please, for the love of God, go 60 or 65.
we've been doing a
I don't
lot.
care if it's not safe. I'm so tired
Oh,
of it.
I hate it.
Then you're not getting pulled over in this stretch, guaranteed. Okay, if we can't cross the orange cones, they're not going to either. Just go, just get it in you.
Get it. Get it.
well, and then there's only workers in the certain section.
Yeah,
So there, go the speed limit there or whatever.
I don't. I just blow through 80. I don't care.
She's a rebel.
I'm an
Yeah.
awful human being. That's fine.
They pull her over. She's like,
You're
I'm
lucky.
Tracy.
You're lucky.
I got a
This is
different
all I'm
kind of
doing.
license.
Do you know who
here.
I am?
You're lucky. This is all I'm doing.
I'm on a podcast.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of me?
What's your badge name and number, pal?
Because we're going to shout out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Did you hear about the shootout up Uintah Canyon?
Yeah.
I was reading about that.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to.
Two innocent people. Well, I don't know what the follow-up is. They're not letting out a lot because the federal.
It's a FBI investigation, bud. I'll tell you a little bit about
deal.
those. Let me tell you right now, they're no joke. No one's supposed to say a word, and if you do, you're gone the next day. They pack your desk up for you. I'm sure of it.
What a shitty deal.
Sad. It was their first date.
Mother of two kids.
crazy.
And I was reading like people that had made comments. They're like, she is such a good person. She wouldn't even do anything wrong. And
They
you're
can't
like,
even fathom that it happened to them.
and it was a woman that shot him.
Oh, it was? I didn't
In the
know
back,
that.
didn't they? Didn't she?
Both were shot in the back.
Yeah, she's like 5 foot or something like that. She's pretty.
Here's
small.
my deal, okay? And whoever wants to get mad at me, get mad at me.
Yeah.
Get in line. There's 25 people waiting to get mad at me, too, I'm sure. Regardless, I'm going to say my piece right now because I feel like I need to. You don't get to shoot people for no reason. You just don't.
No.
So I don't care if they were wrong. You don't get to shoot
No,
them.
if they're threatening your life, it's a different
That's
story.
right. That's right. But these two people do not look like two people that are going to threaten your life.
Yeah.
Now, if it was me and maybe my brother on a four-wheeler, I get it. But you really
he gets
don't
the
know.
BB gun right in the back of the head.
You really don't know who they are, though, until you've actually had a conversation with them and ran their name and number, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's like somebody said she had all their information. Just If they want to take off, let them take off. You have all their information.
Oh, is that the case that happens? So that's even more. You still don't get to. Let them go.
No.
Something happened there that pissed her off.
I'm going to tell you right now, that family that's talking on the news is very kind, because my family. So like that happened to me, my mom would be on there. All right, who's in charge?
Going to jail. She's going for good.
My mom is 5'3" and looks sweet and nice, but I get it from my mom, believe me. So it's like, you don't mess with Rhea's babies. So, oh yeah. And the cousin was so kind. She's like, we just don't know what happened. And I'm just like, you guys are such good people. You're such
They were
good people.
burning down the police station.
Going down.
Yeah. I don't know. What's your take on it, Quinn? How do you feel about it? Don't give me the hot seat only.
Well, we don't, know all what happened. Apparently, they'd already been pulled over and they took their license and registration, but they're in a side-by-side.
Okay.
And if you've been up Uintah Canyon, it's very spotty with tribal lands.
You don't know where you're at.
Yeah. And so if you're not paying attention to signs, which we're all negligent of that, you know what I mean?
All of us.
You get up there. Well, as soon as you cross the bridge, you're on tribal land up there.
Right.
And you're on tribal land until you hit the national forest.
Right.
You cannot take a side-by-side on it.
You can't.
And I'm pretty sure that's why they got pulled over. They're just going to do Elkhorn Loop.
Yeah.
Let's drive across there. What perfect first date. No cell phone service. You get to actually talk over the...
What?
And, hey... Maybe it's going to be a good date because they're holding hands in Grand Junction right now in the hospital.
Right. I mean, it's going to be it better be a forever love story. We better have Jared up in this bitch getting a ring.
Yeah. Sitting in their hospital beds, peeing in the back.
You had me at hello. You had me at getting shot.
Yeah. We shared each other's blood.
Yeah.
It's a sad deal. It's a sad deal, and hopefully we get the full story. I doubt we will.
No.
It was on the news yesterday morning.
It's a federal investigation. You never get the whole story.
Yeah. We'll get the stupid stories, what we'll get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody
I mean,
up.
and I'm going to go out and I'm going to also say, too, look, I would never have wanted to been the cop that arrested me a few times because I'm nothing nice, okay? And I was not nice to him. And I've said a lot of probably things I shouldn't have. And, it's like, if I'm going to prison, fuck it, I'm going. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think you. So.
You're going to have to get another cop down here.
Sit down and buckle your seatbelt because you're not going to like what I have to say. So,
handcuffs? Is that all you got?
I mean, I can run my mouth. So, but to me, it seems like these two seem like they're pretty nice people.
I love it.
But, so if you had a bad day or maybe, they ran their mouth one too many times, you never know. I mean, I can put on a sweet innocent act. Unless you know me, I can put on a pretty good act of saying, what? I don't understand,
Yeah.
And, I mean, what family's going to get on a stage? So, people have bad days.
I think it'll all work out in the wash when it's all said and done.
At least they're alive.
The bad thing is two people got shot in the back.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're batting, trying to keep, this is a hunting program too. I mean, I started out blurting out hunting and then went on to comedy, but I respect the hell out of our guns and stuff like that. And we're trying to keep a hold of them in the United States right now, and we're just failing.
You're right.
So, I mean, shit like that.
Badly.
It's like, come on, get together. Quit screwing it up for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never know anything about that, but that's okay.
It's all right, Tracy. I got a squirt gun.
A Nerf gun.
Ooh, Nerf guns are my favorite,
I
man.
can't have a taser, though, so
Ooh.
just saying.
That's all you need.
I do have a paintball gun that shoots marbles like a savage, so...
Yeah, the old Nerf guns, though, man. There's something about it that brings the inner child out of you. You're at the story like,
There's
oh, yeah.
new Nerf guns called X-Force, okay? They're pretty fierce. So.
My boy's got one that's battery powered.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
wow.
And I get the single shot one. He's like, "This one's yours, Dad. This one's mine." Start running. All right.
Cute.
You remember, I always like to go to people that invite me to their babies or their kids' birthdays. I always show up with guns like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What did you give my kid a gun
Because
like that
it's
for?" And you're
fun.
like, "Watch this. He's going to shoot his sister."
Like, mission accomplished.
You're like,
I told you to
now that's funny.
I told you to shut your mouth last week. I told you you'd be sorry.
I didn't even have to do it. I let him handle it.
You're high-fiving him, boom. That's what I'm talking about. Here's your $5. Don't tell your mom.
I actually, Cody's kid last year, they invited us over and the first time Cody ever came on the podcast was that night. So I was going over to visit with him. And it was the birthday, and I was like, well, I better grab him. So I grabbed him that Nerf gun.
Yeah.
And it had 2 of them in
Yeah.
it. So there's a war going on over there. They got one of those great big jump houses and everything, and everybody's having a good time. But
Right.
all the kids are crying after.
Right.
That was a good gun. I would have bought that gun.
So I get to work. This has probably been about a month ago, and we're running water line in the ceiling, but it's not really that you can't fit. So we're trying to get pipe through, and we couldn't get it. My boss just finally got irritated with it, so he buys a Nerf X Gun Force Nerf gun at the store at Stewart's and comes back, and I walk into work, and it's laying there on the counter, and I'm like, is he really going to start shooting kids? You know? I was like, yes, because we have some.
You're out of order.
Yeah, and you know
Hands
who you
off
are.
there.
You little smart aleck teenagers that come in there that give me grief. You know who you are, but no, I'm
No.
kidding. But anyway, so he's like, I go, what are you doing? And he goes, I just wanted to get that string across right there so I could pull this through. So he ties it on the Nerf bullet and sure shit. Shot it through the ceiling, got it through the
Using
other
his
side.
head.
I'm all, yes,
using
that's
his
what I'm
head.
talking about, Willis.
Yeah. I've got some fish tape here. You need it.
We did. He
Okay.
had it, but he just like, it was faster and nicer, and I just wanted to see if it worked. And I'm like, that's what I'm
I
talking
think
about.
I bought about every damn tool I could.
Way to make work fun.
And now he's got a gun to shoot the teenagers
Yeah.
with.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sit back. You don't even have to move. You remember when we used to play with water weenies when we were kids?
I loved him.
That was fun. And then
Yeah.
they got replaced with the super soakers.
That's what I need to get at Redemption, or some water weenies. That's one thing we have. I mean, we have like all these cool water stress balls now. We have some stuff. We have an alien splat ball that'll blow your mind. Like, you throw this sticky ball at the wall and it flattens completely out and glows in the dark. And I'm just like, God, we had the crappiest toys when we were kids, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I live in my life through all these little toys I get at work, and it's a good time.
We had the keyhole in Salt Lake. That's where we got all of them. Yeah. We had a back room, too. Spencer's.
It's true.
That's Spencer's
true.
at the Provo Mall.
Yeah.
Spencer's is one of those
love it.
embarrassing moments. I was with a friend down in Salt Lake, and he had his son, and he goes, "Hey, Dad, you got one of them in the house." It was an Austin Powers penis pump. he turned red in the face, and I was like, he's like, "You got one of them, Dad?"
I love kids. I love them. They'll tell your business every time. Yeah.
That's not my bag, babe. Who's that? Old Austin Powers.
That makes it even creepier.
Austin Powers' face on it. It's getting bigger.
Do I make you horny, baby?
I hear they're putting out another one of them.
Oh, really?
They are. Can they get away with it?
I don't know. He's too old, but he's a guy that never ages too.
Is he? He's had a lot of work done.
Probably.
Yeah.
They're just bringing back all. It's funny because they just can't come up with like original? funny ideas. Like they have to bring everything back and ruining it.
That's why.
It's true. I agree.
That's why we podcast.
Yeah.
We're original.
Yeah.
We give our honest damn opinion.
Not that anybody listens.
We laugh. It's all that matters.
Yeah. It's a good time.
It is. It's a therapy.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Get an hour of social time with somebody else and other than your family, once a week.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I
Yeah.
think it helps me out. Helps me do a little bit better at public speaking because I suck at it.
I don't see why you feel like that anymore.
I still do. I put a blinder on. I don't know what
you
it is.
need to believe in yourself a little bit more,
It
Quinn.
just depends in what situation I'm in.
Let me tell you though, when you called me and said Tracy come on the show, I was like, Quinn doesn't even talk. So the Quinn I knew did not even talk. Like I get him like, hi Quinn, he'd be like, hi Tracy, and that's all he'd ever say to me in school.
She said hello to me.
That's not how it was. But he was so quiet, quiet. And granted, I mean, I've been a loudmouth since I was a kid, since I was born. Let's be honest. But I never remember you talking. In band a little bit when I was the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Band-Aid.
The Band-Aid. Yeah,
But you're just like crack them off left and right. You're pretty quick with
I
it.
come out of my nutshell a little bit. It just depends if I feel comfortable around certain people and stuff like
Okay.
that. But most of the time I'm pretty mellow.
Is he quiet at work?
No.
Yeah, see?
Just nobody knows that I'm the Mighty Quinn at work except him.
No one knows.
I have had the superintendent come over and he's like, listen to your podcast.
And you're like, oh, hell, what'd I say?
You go, oh, well, I hope it's not that bad.
Well, I was making dirty jokes in front of him when he first became our superintendent, and I didn't know who he was.
That's all right.
No,
It's fine.
I put my foot in my mouth all the time.
So,
Yeah.
Do you ever get mad, really, if the people that are underneath your management, like, say bad things about you? I don't.
My name is in the outhouse at the Jonah. I know.
call Quinn for a good time.
In what context is it in?
Not for a good time.
Oh, okay.
God, is my name there?
Well, I haven't been in there for a few days, but I guarantee. Well, if you scratch your name out of an outhouse, it'll go up 10 times more in that.
Oh,
So,
well.
and I was running the crew out there at one time, and yeah, you make the outhouse because you got to be an asshole, you know.
So I won't use those. Even when I was a pipeline secretary, I won't use.
I try
porta
not to
potties.
too.
One of my
Yeah, I try to hold
stipulations
Zoe
was
at
I
home.
want running water in the field trailer, period. And this is my bathroom. Like there's a sign on it, don't go in my effing bathroom. You boys have bathrooms outside. You know, this is what it is. This is one girl thing. I get here. I'm the only effing girl here, and I expect it to be respected. Okay? You can say
is my
whatever you
space.
want when I'm in your presence. I don't care. You bring it, okay? But leave my
Yeah.
bathroom alone.
We have a full-blown office. It's probably hell the size of Stewart's or more. It's huge.
Nice.
It's got an elevator in it and everything. It's out in Pleasant
Got
Valley.
four.
A little man that talks out and out
Have you
towels.
ever been in Mellow? Have you been? Yeah, Bud.
Shout out to Bud.
Shout out to Bud.
Bud, hell yeah.
He's the elevator doorman. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
He's the
Nice.
janitor out there.
Nice.
And the warehouse.
And the warehouse.
God, poor guy. He
Attendant.
probably puts up with some shit from you
Oh,
guys.
he really does. He really has to put up with
Another
some shit.
shout out to Bud Miller.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Be nice to Bud. Everybody listening,
yeah.
be nice to Bud.
Oh, he's funny because he likes to scare people.
He does?
But then
Yeah.
he's the easiest person to scare. Like one day he sees me coming, and I kind of get out of his view, and I jump at him. So he gets all startled. Caesar, I'm gonna get you next time.
He's a good guy. Hard worker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
good old bud.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, what else do I got going?
What do you
You
have
guys got
going?
anything going?
Let's talk about, I'm going to hear you guys'
I
opinion on
know
this.
that I need to
Are you ready?
have better English.
Okay, let me tell you what I want to know. Okay.
Okay.
All this hot weather, it causes a lot of people to start wearing skimpier clothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, girls, cover it up. I've seen some traumatizing things going on
Hell
in
yeah.
town when I get to town, and I'm just like, I walk in, okay? I'm the kind of girl that will not even go anywhere without a bra, okay? I'm just going to be on, like, you should just wear a bra to the store, okay?
All right.
But when I get there and I see no bra and there's cheeks and stuff hanging out of the bottom of your shorts, it's not it's not cute. What are your thoughts on that? Like when you look at a girl and then that's what you see, what are you thinking? I want to hear it. Am I wrong?
walking in
Maybe I'm wrong.
Davis Jubilee
Okay.
with like what you just described. You walk in
Yeah.
and you have to do a double take. You're like, this is not Walmart, lady.
Yeah. and what are these girls saying to themselves before they go out? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like, you go to your closet and you're like, well, these don't even hang up because there's not enough. Okay. Because
Yeah.
girls have those drawers where we're like, this isn't enough to hang up on a hanger. So we have the drawers that like those things probably go in. Okay.
Yeah.
So they put it on and they look in the mirror and what do they think? They tell themselves like, I'm a sexy motherfucker.
Then they usually
Like-
ask their husband. They're like, "Is it all right if I
They-
wear this to the store?"
Fuck no, this is what men need
No,
to do. the
they
right
men
thing.
can't do it. They
Why?
can't do it. You can't.
Why? Tell me why you can't do it. For the love of God, do the right thing.
Because you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You're damned anyway, from my understanding of marriage. Okay, I don't do it. We all know that. Okay, I'm not married. I'm cool with it. I'm happy. I come in here smiling every time, Quinn. Okay, you guys owe it to the rest of the public to say,
Okay.
babe, it's not cute. It's not. It's not appropriate.
Yeah, you might want to cover that up.
I don't want my grandson. He's that high, okay? So when you're in the checkout,
Yeah, you're covering your kids' eyes. Come on, boys, let's
because
go this way.
They're like right there,
Yeah.
right? And they turn and they see it, and it's like it's not.
Well,
cute.
if you notice, girls do wear less and less now.
It's bad.
Is it for comfort or?
I don't do it. I don't know. It's traumatizing.
Because I mean,
to
we
me.
all wear comfortable clothes, but then all at once we have to put on the clothes that aren't that great. You know, you get your church clothes on or something like that, and you're like, I can't wait to get this shit off when I get out of the house. But
Let me tell you what's a good go-to is some sweatpants.
I don't even think I own sweatpants anymore.
Why? They're
Underwear.
comfortable.
Sit around in your underwear.
This is my house.
Okay, but if you're home, I don't care what you're wearing. But am I wrong? And we're probably going to get some bad comments for this. I'm going to get some girls calling in. She's a bitch. I mean, it's fine. Call me one, okay? But
Negative feedback's good feedback.
I'm just here to tell you, girls, more to the imagination is better. Like, leave them guessing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians, man, they brought
Khloe-
that stuff back out. They're like showing off, man. So
You guys aren't going to
thinks
say
they
a
are.
word, are you? You're not going to say if it's right or wrong, are you? You guys are such sissies.
I don't know what to think. I think if you got it, flaunt it.
Okay. When you don't got
When
it?
you don't got it, work on it.
Yeah. I'll say that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not running around with my shirt off,
With Daisy
sleeve
Dukes?
tattooed.
Daisy
Yeah,
Dukes.
I'd wear them if I could. You know what I mean?
Would you?
You got to have the body.
It goes. It's
Cut
the
off.
same for guys.
This is your friend.
You walk in, there's some 400-pound man just walking around with no shirt on. You're like,
In
dude.
sweatpants.
Yeah, and SpongeBob pajama bottoms.
Yeah. Green hair.
Yeah, you're
that's
like,
faded, almost yellow. And you're going, dude. Beard.
yeah.
I want to be just like you when I grow up.
He looks like he just got out of bed. His hair's all one side like he's pushed it against the pillow. He's getting a bag of Twizzlers and some popcorn. He's gonna go watch the 50 Shades of Grey or
Yeah,
whatever.
and when he's walking to the kitchen, he just lifts his leg and farts. That's that's the kind of guy that every girl dreams of. No.
See, my middle boy, he's
Hold my
got,
finger.
Ew.
my middle boy, where were we going? We're going to we're going to go fishing. And my wife's like, put some shorts on. And he's a cowboy.
Okay, cute. I love
And
that.
he's got his Wrangler. It's hotter than hell outside.
Yeah.
He's got his Wranglers on. He's got
Right.
his shirt tucked in. My wife's like,
You're
put
gonna
on
sweat.
some shorts. You're going to sweat to death. He's like, nope.
This is how cowboys do
Yeah,
it.
he just has his Wranglers
Good for
on
him.
and his shirt tucked in, and you can't talk him out of it.
Cute. I love it.
And yeah,
And he's probably the best dressed guy anywhere he goes.
oh yeah, he's got to
Yes.
look sharp,
Yes.
just like
Cowboy gear is expensive gear.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
$30 for a little boy shirt. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never rocked. I wore a pair of cowboy boots for a day or two to break
I
them in
was-
for somebody else, but
You did? I was gonna be a barrel racer. I grew up at a racetrack.
Yeah.
My granddad took me down there and he just put us in a tire when it was nap time and just let us go around the walker. You know? He
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
care.
Okay.
He didn't care. But we grew up at the racetrack right out here, and we.
Petroleum Downs.
Yeah, but he told me I'd pick the winners of the horse races all the time. That's why he took me. And my mom's like, "But quit taking her to the track." And
she's
my
lucky.
Fun
My
place,
granddad's
man.
like, she knows every time I'm taking her. You know?
That was such a fun place
I
because
loved
it
it.
was
They had the-
$2 bets,
Yep.
and we could go down there and you could be underage and you could bet.
They didn't give a shit. You could smoke and chew tobacco. They didn't care.
And you went down there. I think Charlie Wilkerson was one of the guys that was working in the stables. Mm-hmm. You go down there and you're like, "You've watched these horses. Who do you
Right.
bet on?" He's like, "Bet on this one right
Yeah.
here." So you go and buy $2 bets. So you get $2 and you just added them up at $2. I think I walked away with like $60 one day.
I
in
used to make
school.
mad money on Saturdays because not only would my granddad pay me out, my granddad's friends would all pay me out because I would pick the winner and they'd be like, "Here, kid," and I'd go home and I'd have my little Wranglers would just be stuffed with money, and my mom would be like, "Where the hell did you get that?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, tie it right with
They wonder why I was naughty. That's why, you know. But we had a goat at the racetrack. We went down there every day. When my granddad would come pick me up, and I loved it. I thought he was the most magical being on the planet, okay? And he'd pick me up, and my dad would be like, "Your granddad's the most mean son of a..." I'm like, "No, he's not." I
Yeah,
love
he might
him."
be to you, but not to me.
Not to me. I'm the princess, okay? So we'd go down there, and we had a goat down there so strung out on cigarette butts because we feed it Pall Mall filterless cigarette butts, and this goat was strung out. And I mean, it would attack cowboys in their pockets, and they'd have their cigarettes in it. And we thought it was so funny. And no one ever yelled at us. We just did what we wanted. And we had this goat strung out, but we knew it was mean.
Yeah.
So we'd have to check the corners and we'd run and jump up on the stalls. I mean, he was strung out bad. Poor little guy.
Tracy, don't tell anybody, but I grew up with horses too.
You did? I loved him.
I had them clear until I got married.
Well, you were a farmer, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
There's a difference sometimes between farmers and cowboys, though.
Yeah, ranchers, they wear their hat.
And the alfalfa people are the middle.
We
right?
were alfalfa people.
All right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We grew crop, had cows.
My mom was a dairy farmer when she grew
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, in Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, and plus,
In your hood.
in my hood. That was over the hill. I lived on the river bottom.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the old Indian Highway. That's
All
what they
right.
call it.
Okay.
That's where Cesar works. He drives
yeah.
past Mom and Dad's house every day. He took my run.
My mom thinks that's the most magical place in the world. I don't
There's
get
some-
it, but
You know, the nights used to be great. I work in the oil field, but since the oil field's been there, it's not as nice out there.
right.
It used to be dark and it used to be quiet out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now you hear it pop, 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 all night. You're like, oh, sorry, Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
You know?
Location after location.
It's just as quiet
It's
at my house.
all about location, isn't it?
Well, they moved us 20 miles out from nowhere, you know?
That was probably a big adjustment, huh?
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Shit, we lived in the east side of Midvale over towards Fort Union.
Yeah, that's a big adjustment.
So we moved out there, and I was 10 years old, so it wasn't a bad deal for me. It was like, I got shit to do. I got
Yeah.
a three-wheeler to ride, that one out there that's
Yeah.
parked,
Is
I
that
had
your
that.
through-wheeler from childhood? Hell yeah.
I rebuilt it.
Good for you.
But yeah, so Dad had that out there, and we had 80 acres to play on all the badlands. And we didn't, as kids, you didn't know the difference between tribal land and public land. We were on it all.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was enforced till now because it's out of control.
Yeah.
But that was my stomping grounds. There wasn't a place we didn't go down there. That was fun.
I think there's people that live here that still don't know where the tribal land meets regular,
I don't.
It's really weird because, like, you can have private land,
Yeah.
but they drill well on it. It's a tribal mineral lease.
Right.
So the tribe owns the minerals on it. And so now it's tribal when you go on it.
Yeah.
So you have to have your permit.
Yeah.
And you're like, huh, well, this was always, so-and-so's land growing up. Now I'm illegal,
I mean,
So-
there's always been the stories of the hunters that come out from the city and come out and they get caught on tribal land. And
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't understand what's happening. That big elk, that's not yours anymore. Like, why?
It's funny, the elk know where they're at, where the tribal land is, though.
Yeah, they sure do.
They got a brain smaller than ours.
They're more educated than we are.
Like, if I jump this fence, I'm safe. If I go over here,
And I'll walk right down the fence smiling
Yeah.
at them.
Yeah.
give him the bird as I walk by.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, I had stuff that we didn't even cover last week.
All right,
and I
let's
forgot
hear it.
about that. Zach Wilson thing that you were wondering about on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
So he used to be a quarterback for BYU.
That makes you.
Yeah, now he's plowing his best
I'm
friend's
all-
lawn.
And so he got drafted to the Jets, and now he's. Did she come forward and say it, or what's
So
the hell?
I guess
Why is this
His
such
best-
a big deal, though? Like,
I think it's just funny.
Hats off to him.
yeah, I mean, really, that's what most kids dream,
Well, it's the same thing with school teachers. You hear about this hot teacher that the kids are hooking up. Who tells?
Yeah, you're the pussy. You're the weird one.
You hooked up with the teacher, dude. High five. It has to be.
You're a legend.
They brag to their friends, and their friends tell their parents.
Yeah, that's.
And
yeah.
so then
There's
they're
a
in
difference.
trouble.
You're still, you're the worst person in the. Yeah, they're the ones that's wrong.
Because when I grew up, like, my PE teacher looked like Rambo.
Ours did too.
Right?
Ours did too.
Now it's like, wow, that's a PE teacher? Hmm.
Some of ours were lesbians.
Shout out to W.E. Welding. Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes it fun. That makes sports a little more fun for me, I guess.
Okay, we're trying to educate.
Yeah.
Sports season's coming up for
Yeah.
me. Do you watch football?
No.
No, just rodeo.
Pretty much.
That's rodeo. Damn it.
Okay.
Where's all my sports nuts at?
Well, I'm not.
We'll
here.
educate you.
Not here.
And I got into rodeo because that's what both of my boys now.
Yeah.
So I I used to watch it with my dad and my grandpa
Yeah, when you were little.
when I was little, and then kind of got away from it. Now that my boys do it, like getting back into it, I'm like, man, I love this stuff.
Yeah. Because it's a contact sport. That's why,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying football isn't, but like rodeo is pretty savage, if you ask me.
So stereotypically, you're from Mexico. You didn't grow up watching soccer,
No, I don't like soccer.
football.
Football, yeah, I don't like it.
Man,
There's
I loved
something
it when I
about-
was in the city.
Yeah,
when I was a
like-
kid.
It just drags and drags. I'm like,
There's no halftime.
contact. Like,
I gotta
they
get a
flop.
beer. Can you guys like take 5 or something?
They're exhausting watching.
Have you
man.
been
It's
to
like,
a
you gotta be
pro
tough.
game?
We went and watched the Real Salt Lake. That was my
Okay,
first day
I've
with
been
my
to
wife.
I've been to like 3
Okay.
or 4. My
I've been to
daughter
that game.
danced there. We did like halftime or whatever there is before the thing, and so I've been to a few Real games. The only
They're
thing that
fun.
sucks is they stand. You pay for a perfectly good seat.
Like hockey.
Everybody stands up. And you're like, could you fucking sit down?
Yeah.
Come on, man! I paid for this good seat right here, and they're like, dude, everybody stands at a soccer game, and you're like,
They're like, go to the upper nosebleeds to see.
Well, that and then the band that's on the one. We're sitting right by that stupid drum line.
oh yeah, the
band.
plays nonstop.
Yeah, and I'm like, shut up.
And everyone stopped running for 5 minutes. I'm like watching, like, what is wrong with you? You're like bionic. Okay, no one runs that long.
Yeah. So when you watch a professional game, I've been to 2 professional football games,
Okay.
and when you watch them on TV, it's like boom, boom, boom. They play their plays and everything. Then they have a few commercials, stuff like that. When you're in the stadium, they take timeouts for commercial breaks. You're like, oh, we didn't do this shit in high school. We had to play back to back. You guys are making the money now? Or?
Yeah, exactly.
Even at the Jazz games, it's the same thing. They stop.
Yeah.
Harley comes out on it and drives around the stage, and you're like, huh, you don't get the shit when we're in the at home. But
Sweating and thrown up in the corner.
we went to Minnesota and went to a Vikings game.
Okay.
Their bar is 50 yards long. It's just, and you can order anything in Minnesota. They'll bring you beer down, the cocktails and everything.
Yeah.
Went to San Francisco 49ers. It's just like Utah.
Yes. He's a complete disappointment.
I was disappointed. I had to get out of my seat to go get a beer. I wanted a beer guy. Here you go. Whoa. Throwing passes. Somebody looked like Jimmy G, you know?
Catch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's an experience, though. $14 beers are great.
I won't even pay that. I refuse. It's ridiculous.
Well, Coke's about 10.
I know.
So,
It's awful. It's awful.
Oh, we went to a
Shame.
concert during COVID, and I made friends with everybody. I didn't have to buy any beer because everybody was just pouring it in my mouth, and I was having
Yes.
a great time.
Yeah.
I'm like, all
isn't it
right.
funny when money's getting spent like that? How the people are like, oh yeah, give him a beer, and you're like going to rounds. You're like, God, I hope I don't have to buy rounds.
I've never had to buy drinks anywhere.
It really sucks to buy rounds when it's like that. Oh, you bought the first round. Shit, we did it on a cruise.
Yeah, I'm not ever doing that.
You go with somebody that owns a company, and he's like, yeah, I'll buy the first couple of rounds of buckets, and you buy 6 beers, and it's like $35 or something like that. By the time I sat down, I think I had a $400 ticket that we had to pay when it was all said and done. I was like, fuck, I'm not buying rounds anymore.
It's funny though because you go on a cruise, and like at the end of the cruise, there's a long line of people disputing their drink ticket, and it's like, well, what do you expect?
Yeah.
I didn't know my daughter was ordering them upstairs.
Her name's not Quinn.
Because they got a pass. They got a pass, and it goes to your room, and everything gets charged to your room, whatever you're doing.
Can't have anything nice for your kids.
There was one couple, their charge was over $2,000
Yeah.
just in a week span.
That's him. You know that's what she's
And it's
paying.
like, just buy the all you can drink.
Yeah.
It's like $300.
Well,
all
it
you can
wasn't
drink.
available.
Oh, that's way worth it.
It wasn't available when I got it.
Oh, really?
I looked. I was like, I gotta get unlimited drinks on this one. I can't get this sucker.
I can't do this to myself again. Because I will.
So when we went to Puerto Vallarta, they're all inclusive. You can order beer as soon as you get out of bed in the morning. You can get it with your breakfast if you want. They have mimosas
I love mimosas.
and they got them and Bloody Mary bars when you get out there. You're like,
That's nice.
do I really want these eggs right now?
Well, then if you
milk.
take
then you're out there in the pool going, where am I?
That's my executive decision. If it's like, okay, if I get up, I'm hungover, I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and have a Bloody Mary because it's a breakfast and a
steak in a
healer in
glass.
one. Yeah, it's a meal in a cup. You know,
I like
you're
steak
good.
in a glass, a little A1 and some woosy sauce.
Well, nice and hot
Well, like
and spicy.
that one that you sent me had like a whole chicken on it, bacon. And I'm like, good night. It's like a full 7-course meal and a Bloody Mary.
It's your first date.
And they serve it with 3 Tums.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Take this and Pepsid AC.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
It's going to get you later. It will. Especially as you get older. I remember drinking when I was a teenager, and I don't remember that getting heartburn like I get it now.
I've never gotten I don't get heartburn now. I'm not a heartburn person.
If I drink whiskey, whoa.
Yeah. Sit there and you're like,
The dark liquor, I think, gives me bad heartburn. I'll be laying in bed, I'm like, oh.
Pretty sure that's a sign from God telling you boys to slow down.
check engine light.
Yeah.
Not yet. I got a few more miles.
Yeah.
Please.
Help me.
Check liver light.
It's been on for a day or two.
Drink some water.
What album had the biggest impact to you guys as a teenager? I know Cesar's a little bit younger than us, so we'll go with you first. Put you on the spot.
Which album?
Yeah, I want to hear your Latino side.
I don't know. Come back to me. Come back to me.
All right,
I'll
Tracy.
think about it.
All right. So I'm going to go with younger. I'm going to go younger on this one, okay? This is when I remember Becky and I, Michael Jackson, when he came out. Remember the year that he won all the Grammys? Like, he just kept winning Grammy after Grammy after Grammy. My sister and I were so in love with Michael Jackson. I'm not even kidding you. We lived in those white apartments behind the sage, okay?
Okay.
And that's when my mom and dad first got together. And we had the bedroom upstairs, and we thought it was the biggest, most magical place ever. And we had a badass record player, okay? And we went up there, and we were playing that record over and over again.
It's not my
That was the Thrill. Was that the Thriller record? I think it was Thriller. But I remember sitting down there.
yeah.
My dad was like, "This guy's an idiot. He's talking hellish shit about Michael Jackson." Me and my sister were like, "Be quiet. We love him." I mean, like, we loved Michael Jackson. Like, we sang it forever after that.
I want to say that year Twisted Sister came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Stay Hungry album. Same year. And I remember breakdancing to both of them.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Thriller. Oh, that
Yeah.
was the shit.
Yeah. Cyndi Lauper's When Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That was a big deal to all girls across
Mine was
America.
The Cars.
Yeah, was it?
Heartbeat City. That's my early 80s. That's my first that got me into music.
But I mean, if you want to know one that impacted our lives, I'll give you one that really impacts our life. My mom and dad took us in a van, okay? Not a nice motorhome, a van, okay? One of the ones with the big padded seats. You're like, we're thinking, okay, this might be all right.
Hell
It had a
yeah.
little cooler in the back.
That's what
you
I
know,
went
the
to
ones with the
Mexico in.
closet and just the cooler, okay?
Uh-huh.
My dad bought the van, and they picked us up in South Dakota from my real dad's house. And they were like, we're going on a trip to Mississippi. And we already had been to Montana and back. And
You're like, oh,
in a
damn.
Ford LTD, 4-door, with 6 kids in the back seat.
No
two
air
parents in the front.
conditioning.
No fucking air conditioning. I don't even think the van had
Roll
air
your windows down.
conditioning. Yeah. And everyone, shut up, you know? So it's like,
No
but my
music.
dad played the Traveling Wilburys
Oh.
the entire time. We drove to
It's
Mississippi
all
and back.
night.
And he'd sing just like that in the front
Yeah.
seat. And my sister and I hate that record until this day. You know, we're just like,
She
you know.
wrote a long letter.
And my mom's like so in love with my dad, and I'm just like, God, shut him up. Dude, she's just like holding his hand. I'll never forget it. They're all holding hands in the front seat, and me and my sister like, they're so
love
lame.
that
You know,
album.
they're so lame. Now it's adorable to me that they do that,
Yeah.
you know? But still, yeah, I don't really care for that album because we listened to it 80 times probably. It was awful.
Tweeter and the Monkey Man.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear yours. What's your memorable?
Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Right.
14 years old. In Petaluma, California. The whole family was down there for a wedding.
Okay.
I remember rolling my ankle, getting skateboarding on a military base, and drinking keg beer for the first time at 14.
Ooh.
Yeah. Watching naked girls get in a pool. My cousin's got a rich friend, and we're over at their house. He's like, "You want to go to a party with us?" I'd never been to parties, and I'm in this great big kidney-shaped pool, and we're listening to Tom Petty. Everybody's dancing, and
getting
everybody
naked.
loved it. And the girls were getting naked. And I was like, "I love California."
I'm never leaving. Best day of your life?
Yeah,
One
best
of
day
them?
of my life. The next morning was harsh because we had to actually blow up balloons and get ready for a wedding, and everybody was tired.
And you had a keg hangover.
Oh, yeah. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Keg naked lady hangover.
Yeah. I just remember them jumping in the pool, and they're like, he doesn't mind, does he? And I was like, I'll cover my eyes.
He's so good. I'll
What?
cover my eyes.
Oh, yeah, I can't see anything.
I'm a good boy, Willie.
That's another memorable one. And then teenage years, probably Guns N' Roses,
Mine's New Kids on the Block.
Lies, Patience.
Nice. Yeah.
Listen to that over and over and over and over again. AC/DC. You can't go through
Yeah.
That's my son's fate, like Thunderstruck.
Yeah, he loves it.
Oh, yeah.
Ninth grade year for us.
Yeah.
That came out. Yeah.
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 We'd shoot pool to Back in Black.
I remember going on the ski bus and listening to Def Leppard when I don't
Yeah.
remember what album that was, but that was a good one.
Hysteria,
Yeah,
probably.
Hysteria. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
We liked that one. But New Kids on the Block, we'd always get ready for the ski bus. All like 6 girls spending the night at one house, like Tracy Luke, Diana Nilsson, me,
Yeah.
Carrie Evans. We'd all be at one person's house, and we'd be busting out with some New Kids on the Block. I mean, we were in love. We loved them so much. And you don't deny it, girls, because you were right there with me.
I remember Kiss. It was a
Oh.
Kiss song.
Beth,
And I
I
was-
hear your voice.
When I was learning English, what's the freaking Detroit?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, Detroit City.
Detroit City.
Yeah.
So I'm learning English,
Yeah.
and I'd listen to that song, and I understood all the lyrics, and I was like,
I get it.
I started listening, I'm like, man, this is a good song. And then I could understand the lyrics, I was like, oh, I know English. Like, it dawned on me, like, I can speak English.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good
I
story.
wish I could have learned Spanish like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to learn English, right?
We just had, oh my, cómo va?
It was, since I grew up, so when we moved here, I was the only Mexican kid in my whole elementary school.
Okay.
So I had to learn it. And then after a while, some friends from Mexico moved up here.
Okay.
So but yeah, I had to learn it to survive, you
Yeah.
know, so I guess it was hard, but at the same time, I don't remember how hard it was. But yeah, I just remember that night when I heard that song and I was like, I understand.
When you get around your family, do you get your accent back stronger, though? Like when you get around, so like my dad, he's from the South, and when he gets around his family, like his Southern accent comes back like that, quick. And we're like, dang, where'd you come from all of a sudden? But his accent just gets stronger. It's funny. Do you do that, you think?
No, so my wife, she's white, and it's either English or Spanish.
Okay.
And so, but she says oh yeah, when you get around your family, you're much louder.
Okay.
Just because Spanish is
Yeah.
I guess a loud language.
Yes, it is.
But she's
You guys shut up in there.
she's like, sometimes I feel like you're yelling at your mom. I'm like, well, we're just talking.
She's all defensive.
Yeah.
She's like, be nice to her.
Yeah, be nice to your mom.
Cute.
Like, we're just talking. But yeah, it's just more around my family, we're more boisterous and just loud and crazy.
Right.
And
Right.
I think now she's used to it. So she gets into it too, you know,
Right.
but it's
Yeah.
funny.
You speak English better than I speak Spanish, guaranteed.
I hope so.
I bet, if you were in elementary, were all your friends constantly being like, "How do you say this?"
Oh, yeah, all the swear words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's instant. You're gonna
Yeah.
learn every swear word first, right?
I learned all the swear words in English first, and they learned all the swear words in Spanish from me.
Yeah. Were they awful? Go say this to a girl. They knew you were gonna say
Oh, yeah.
something naughty. Boys
remember-
are so naughty.
I remember they told me, say this to the teacher. Say, shut up.
Cállate.
So I told my teacher to shut up, and he's like, his name was Mr. Wood, and he's like, he just shook his head, and I'm like,
Playing the dumb act, huh?
I don't know what I'm saying. They're over there laughing.
That's
Like
something
he's so cool.
I regret I wish that they would actually really taught us that more so than writing in cursive.
No kidding. No one cares.
We spent so much time trying to write in cursive.
I hated it. Do you write in cursive
No,
now?
I
Ever
do.
for
No.
anything? Do you? Of course you do.
Yeah,
You're such a good person.
Jason also writes in cursive.
Of course he does. Jason, you're dumb.
Well, it's funny because my daughter, she's 10. She's like, Dad, how do you write like that? And I'm like,
Oh, somebody FaceTiming you, huh?
They know you're live. They want in.
I'll call him back. But
the
my
boss.
daughter, I write in cursive. She's like, Dad, you need to teach me like that. And I guess they started teaching them at school. She's like, Dad, I'm learning to write like you.
Oh, that's cute.
It was cool. It was cool until you started having to really write in it, and then you're like, I just don't want to do my own. And mine was so bad. And I'm a lot better with my penmanship now. But
I'm
in
not.
school, it was horrible.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I write like a 10-year-old boy. My boss is like, what does this say? And I'm like,
Scribble.
how do you not even read? Why can't you read
My
that by
son's
now?
that way.
I type.
I
That's
print.
what I do.
But I use capitals and lowercase in the same thing.
Oh, you
and
do?
Apparently,
It's not. It's socially acceptable.
shout out to Sponge on there, and there.
Okay.
I guess apparently I'm just old enough that I've lived in the basin that my punctuation sucks.
You don't get to blame it on that.
He says she named that last episode or one of the teasers that I put out. They're
notice
never going to hire us, and it was THEIR. And he's like, just to give you a word of advice, they are.
Oh, I'll start proofing for you. I'm sorry, I didn't even
Thanks.
notice it.
It's you get in there, you type it, and you're like, does that look right or not? And you don't have like autocorrect on your computer.
Yeah.
Then
I'm a
because
skimmer
editing.
anyway. When I read anything, I skim. Like if it's not legal, I'll skim read anything.
There's a lot of people that like
lots of
correcting.
things- There's lots of things I'll just skim over and be like, I'm good. Because if I didn't write it, I'm not going to get the damage for it. So
The word Nazis on the internet.
I lose patience when I got ADD. So when I start reading books, whatever's going on around me, that's more important than what I'm reading. So I lose interest in it.
I didn't learn cursive in school. I was the kind of student that if I felt like this had no reasonable explanation, I'm not doing it.
Like the Q and the
Like,
two.
I just thought, this is dumb.
I was like,
I thought it was
why do I
girly
have
and
a
dumb.
girly Q
Yeah.
in my name?
Well, why am I named like a boy? I have a name that's a unisex name.
Yeah, you do. So do I.
And so then my ex-husband...
Cesar doesn't though. I've never met any Cesars.
Yeah, you have yours isn't as unisex as mine is. Mine's very unisex.
Yeah,
I
but-
know as many male Tracys as I actually know more male Tracys than I do female Tracys.
Yeah, I've worked with a few Tracys.
Yeah, and mine's
true.
spelled with a Y, just a Y. And so I'm just like, Mom, did you want a boy? Like, seriously, you couldn't have IE'd it or anything, something. But so then my ex-husband, his first name was Aaron, and so he has a unisex name too. And so it's
Yeah.
like they'd call our house and they'd be like, they didn't even know what to do.
Tracy
They
or
didn't
Aaron,
use
please.
the Mr. or Mrs. ever at our house. They called. So yeah, it was kind of crazy.
So my real name's Frederick.
It is.
Yeah.
Frederick.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So, but my dad's name's that.
Okay.
His dad's name was that, and my grandfather's name.
You're a
so.
fifth? You're Frederick the Fifth?
No, they named me Frederick Quinn. The rest of them were Frederick James.
Why they spit on me?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I got
He's
ripped
not
off.
worth it.
My mom.
He's not worth it.
Almost there. Sorry.
I order that sometimes too. But I think my mom stepped in. She's like, I think I want to put my own accent into
We're
it.
done.
Yeah.
We're done with
So-
this.
Remember Bob Dylan and the Mighty Quinn? Let's name him after something hippie.
That's cool.
Thank you. Thus, we have the Mighty Quinn.
I love it.
But yeah, Frederick's my name. Not a lot of people do know that, but
Yeah.
No, they do.
Yeah. My initials are TLC, which is kind of sweet. It's probably the only sweet thing about me. But
mine are fuck. FQC.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, my middle name is Jesus.
That's right. That's right. Jesus.
Born on Christmas.
Were you?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
My earthly father is a carpenter.
You guys are both Sagittarius.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's a Capricorn.
I'm a goldfish.
My son was supposed to be born on Christmas, and I was like, no, we're not
I'm a
doing
Pisces.
that. So he's a 21st, and so, but he's right on the cusp. So he was supposed to be a Christmas baby, and I was like, no.
My mom and dad are both Capricorns. My sister's a Sagittarius.
How is that, having a birthday on Christmas?
I don't know any better.
Yeah. And besides, you get ripped off no matter when your birthday is in December, because mine's the 8th. My son's is the 21st. I swore, I'm never having my baby in December. It's awful. And what did I do? I almost had a Christmas baby, you know?
Wow.
But yeah, you get ripped off no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever. Either you get treated extra nice, or they just are like, I'm sorry, I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, sorry. You only get one gift.
I think gifts are stupid anyway.
Christmas is in a week. Shut up. You know?
When it's weird because I've never celebrating my birthday and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, let's just celebrate Christmas. Don't worry about my birthday.
Yeah.
I try to be festive with food. I would rather
Me too.
have a barbecue or potluck or something.
Me too. Don't bring a gift.
Yeah.
Let's get together and just have some laughs.
Let's
and
have
fun.
some
Yeah.
fun, because as soon as you bring gifts into it, it brings a whole different
It's
aura to
weird. It
It's,
makes it awkward. Do I have to do this for you next on your
Yeah.
birthday or
Yeah.
Why
something?
did you spend so much money on me? Or why did you get that for me? I just don't understand, I mean,
Yeah, unless it's like a gift that's like, I don't know. There's some gifts that are not expensive but are very meaningful to somebody, I guess, or something like a picture, or there's some things you can
Yeah.
do that mean.
Or a brand new truck.
Nissan Pathfinder, December, remember, boys.
Tracy needs a 4Runner.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care either one. Black, please.
I'm a size black 4Runner.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got ourselves an hour and 11 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, you guys good?
Any burning desires?
Then
Yeah, at least it's cooler. Last week it was a hard 45. We're going, oh my God.
I was ready to cry.
melting in your chair.
Yeah. So this is episode 89 where we're at.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
89 it is.
89. I've actually repeated myself a few times, but I write it down now, so geriatrics is set in.
What are you going to do for your 100th
That's my
episode?
isolation sheet.
What are we going to do for our 100th episode? That's a great question.
I don't know.
I say we go bonfire or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it's probably going to be
It's going to be here before
11
you know
weeks,
it.
11 weeks from now. So
What's that? September?
yeah, we'll have to plan it out. We'll have to figure
strippers
it
and
out.
a cake. I don't know.
Strippers and a cake. Cody will show up.
Yeah.
Daisy Dukes at
Like, I'm back to the 100th episode.
He'll jump out of the cake.
with Daisy Dukes on.
Or Bud.
Or Bud.
I'll ask him
yeah.
at work tomorrow
Yeah, ask him.
if he's available.
Come on, bud.
Yeah.
Bud, do you parties? Jump out of cakes? Little Daisy Dukes?
We will have to check it out, see where we're at by then, too. We'll plan something.
Maybe
Once
we're
we
going
get
to be
closer.
famous.
World famous, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Stay tuned.
That DB episode boosted us quite a bit.
You did it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the Skinwalker.
Yeah, I kind of put a kibosh to that one. We're not doing those episodes anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean maybe a Skinwalker or something for the 100th episode. We'll
what
visit
we're
you.
saying is
We'll do that out there on the ranch.
They want to see us scared to death is what they want to see. And it takes a lot to scare me, but I will punch you if I get too scared. Just saying.
Oh, shit. Where can we find you, Cesar?
At my house.
At your house. Will you
On
be
the
making
back of a
tacos?
horse.
Yep.
Oh, man. I better go to his house. He's making tacos.
Yes.
I like tacos.
Yeah.
Remember the
I
little
could
people
live.
on the way back into town.
Oh, yeah. I could live off tacos, man.
I could too.
Matter of fact, I gave up bread. I just eat tortillas now. I love them.
I do too.
Have a good ones, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how those Beto's ones are like about this goddamn big when you get them.
Well, that's what my dad's getting. He's getting a machine to make
Yes.
those big old tortillas.
Hell yeah.
I
You have to
love-
swaddle a baby in those.
I love hot
Then you
tortillas.
can have that El Burro, huh?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
All right, Tracy, where can we find you?
Facebook,
All right.
The arcade, you know.
Arcade.
Always at the arcade.
Get up to the arcade. Play some games with kids. Get out. Act like you like them.
$20 will get you a long way at the arcade.
It is. It's fun.
It's
Thank
fun.
you.
Good entertainment. That is.
Yeah, it is. And the kids, they love it.
Customer service is phenomenal.
Tip your waitress.
Double.
Just the tip. Okay, this is episode 89. Find us at the Uintah Basement _ blah, blah, blah. And we're out here.
Bye.